any updates that people need to know? I know we've covered this, but we're still getting a lot of questions about the Public Charge Act. You want to maybe talk about that a little bit and how that affects everybody on this forum?
Yeah, I mean, I've written a lot on our website about the public charge rule. It is a very harsh rule, but really the last people that should be worried about it are people that are immigrating through their employment to the US, like nurses. The people that should worry about it are people who are coming in through the visa lottery, people who are coming in through the family categories. There's been a public charge rule for 100 years in the immigration law. It's a reinterpretation of it. So before, if the examiner thought you were more likely than not to go on welfare, take government benefits when you got into the US, you were considered likely to become a public charge. Now they switched it, giving these examiners a huge amount of discretion that there's a number of different factors. Your age, older people like me are going to have more trouble coming into the United States. Oh, okay, well, you look young.
But I'm old.
People who have taken benefits in the past, people who've applied for immigration benefits and asked for a fee waiver because they didn't have money, all these different categories. And it's not just if they're more likely than not. If the examiner thinks at any time in the future, they may take 12 months of public benefits out of a 36-month period, the examiner can simply say no green card or no temporary visa. I think a lot of people who are applying for their brothers and sisters and other family members, better prepare for that, okay? But I don't think nurses, they're the last people that have to worry about this.
Okay. So from what you're saying, it's obviously of concern, but not for nurses at this stage. So we can—
Right, and I should explain why not. I mean, okay. The reason why is because the American employers have to pay nurses at the prevailing wage, which is going to be, it depends on where you are in the country, but it's got to be over $50,000 a year or something. So if you're making that type of money, you're not going to be on welfare. And I'd be really surprised to see them deny anybody in the employment categories as a possible public charge.
Okay. Well, that I think is good news to a lot of people who are listening and watching and worrying about the implications for nurses. If you have specific concerns, please make sure to reach out to whoever your recruitment company is, or the hospital that you're working with, or the lawyer that you're working with. But you've heard it now from Carl.